What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report. First, I gotta say, this is gonna be a long video because I got tons of stuff to cover. Might not be able to fit it all below, so you might have to Google some of this stuff. Just glancing over at CNN, and they keep talking about how Obama was all funny and cracking jokes at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And I'm just sitting here beside myself. I'm just like, that's real funny, isn't it? Cracking jokes about what you've done to our country and what you're going to do to our country and all of this. That's real funny, isn't it? That's real funny. Now you might say, well, you know, John, maybe these people, maybe they can, like, one night a year kick back and relax. No, excuse me, in my opinion, I don't think they deserve a night to kick back and relax after what they've done and what they continue to do. But that's just my opinion. I certainly don't think they should be telling jokes in a public forum about what the destruction that they've done to the country. I watched the whole thing with the correspondent. It absolutely made me sick. Oh, lighten up, Make. Hey, you know, they're just, you know, bullcrap. I don't find it funny, I'm sorry. I would love to have a president that I could stand behind. I would love to say, my president, he's done a good job. You know, he's up there cracking jokes. We're all having a fun night. That's not the world that I live in, though, is it? I don't have a president that I can get behind. I wish I did. I wish the United States was as it was taught to me in grade school. I was lied to. I don't appreciate it. Anyway, before I go off on a rant, let's get to the Jericho Report. This might be a half hour long. Let's see here. Clinton to travel to China amid tension over escaped activist Hillary Clinton's going to China tonight. It is April 30, 2012, to talk about Syria, Iran, and North Korea. I'll put a link to this story. And then under that, I'm going to put that famous slide from Operation Blackjack. Yes, I went there. Click that slide. Bring it up. Look at what it says. You're going to love it. Let's see here. Did NASA photograph UFO near the sun? I'm covering this because this was covered by CNN. Yeah, I woke up to see CNN laugh. Oh, there's a UFO near the sun and all this. I don't know if it's a UFO. I don't know what it is. I found it funny that the mainstream media was covering it, though. On a related note, below that link, I'll put this link. Do intelligent dinosaurs really rule alien worlds? This is from FoxNews.com. Yeah, Fox, they're called the Anunnaki. I can't believe some of the stuff that mainstream media is putting out now. Pretty bizarre story. Doesn't surprise me, but it's just weird to see them talking about that. Do intelligent dinosaurs rule alien worlds? Programming much? All right. I'm sorry, let me get on with this here. I got an article here on Fukushima. Fukushima is falling apart. Are you ready for a mass extinction event? I'll put a link to that. On a related note, I just saw an article, where was it? U.S. to remove 9,000 Marines from Okinawa. Put a link to that. Also, on a similar note, green clouds over Moscow spark disaster fears. Pretty bizarre article from RT. Check that out. Let's see. I'm all over the place. I apologize. We got another warning from Steve Quayle. Large crematories being brought into Colorado related to Russian activities? Question mark. I don't put a lot of stock in these Steve Quayle warnings because the last one was bullcrap. But there is another link below this one from care2.com reporting the same thing. And thank you to FU Obama 1 Darren for sending me these. I will link these below. Make out of them what you will. Also, a big thanks to FTown from the ENDGAME show. Sent me a lot of stuff. I'll put a link to his website. Let's see. The Empire versus Iran and Syria. A new world order. For a new world order. Interesting article there to read through. Memo to TSA and local police. You will be sacrificed when the nationwide food riots begin in 2013. Check out this article. Anybody in a position of authority, police, FBI, DHS, and don't think that you're going to get a free pass when things get bad. You might not know it, but the bullcrap that you're enforcing is going to come back to smack you in the face sooner or later. You're going to be shit out of luck, just like the rest of us. And then you're going to ask yourself, well, who was I fighting for? What was I protecting? I want to think about it. Because they'll throw you in the dumpster just as easy as they'll throw everybody else in the dumpster, you know what I mean? Don't think they care about you. Just saying. Okay, here. Check this out. Londoners. Fury about MOD plans to put Olympic missiles on roofs. Yes, we have to keep the Olympics safe, so we're going to put missiles on rooftops in case of a surprise attack or something. What the hell kind of world are we living in? They're going to put missiles on the top of buildings to protect the Olympics? A lot of people already think there's going to be some sort of false flag event at the Olympics, and I wouldn't rule it out. Dirty Bomb, Operation Blackjack, Jericho, I don't know. Something along those lines, I would think. If there's going to be a false flag, it's going to be something that makes 9/11 look like nothing. Sad to say. A lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. And I don't have a link to it, but CNN was reporting this morning that they're putting a beam in place at One World Trade Center, or what's called the Freedom Tower, that's going to officially make it the tallest building in New York. Just a coincidence that event is happening on the 1-year anniversary of Osama bin Laden's supposed death. It's either the 1st or the 2nd, which is tomorrow or Wednesday. Should be an interesting week. Speaking of interesting weeks, I got a couple more articles here for you. This is from, I think these are both from the Business Insider. We are about to have one of the biggest weeks that anyone can remember. I believe this is talking about the stock market and a lot of stuff about to go down. Put it below. I've read through it. Pretty interesting stuff. And accompanying that, right below that, 10 reasons why the coming week could be huge. Yeah, I read that one too. That's pretty interesting stuff. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Where are we at here? 7 minutes? This might be a long one. Concerns about NATO summit violence leave Chicago guessing about security. This would go with my last upload regarding the possible evacuation of Chicago if something gets out of hand at the NATO summit, which, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're planning, but let's keep in mind who the mayor of Chicago is. Yeah. Obama's butt buddy, Rahm Emanuel. Let's not forget about that. We were all looking, scratching our heads when he left the chief of staff of the White House to go be mayor in Chicago. Maybe he's been mayor in Chicago just so he can be the man there to set up the false flag. I don't know. It would make sense, though, wouldn't it? I don't know why he would leave the White House to go be mayor. But, you know, maybe they needed somebody in Chicago that could, you know, push things along, help set up the false flag. I hope not. I hope I'm just crazy, but it sure as hell's not looking that way. We may need to evacuate the city of Chicago. Yeah, watch my last video. NORAD and U.S. Northcom conduct Ardent Century 2012. Let's see here. This came out April 24, 2012. North American Aerospace Defense Command in the United States. U.S. Northern Command will conduct major exercise Ardent Century 2012 focused on defense support and of civil authorities, May 2 to May 9, 2012. Yes, they do drills every year. There's always drills going on, but just wanted to mention it amongst all the other weird things that are going on right now. Put that link below. Let's see. I got all of this covered. Let me bring up my other browser. Got that stuff covered. Alright, let me bring this browser up. Yeah, browser's full of information here. Got an article from the Intel Hub that goes along with the crematory story. I'll put this below those two links earlier up. That would be up there. Let's see here. Department of Defense confirms Russian troops to conduct terror drills inside the U.S. This is from the Intel Hub. Pretty good article. Goes along with everything else, man. This is all kind of meshing together, isn't it? Let's see here. Check this out. You guys probably heard about this. Police believe body found in bunker is Washington murder suspect. I guess they're trying to say... I watched this the other day when it was breaking news. This guy possibly murdered his family, and he was a survivalist, and he's got a survival bunker and all this stuff. Pretty interesting story. I don't know if that's staged or what. Seems kind of weird. Maybe to attack the prepper movement. I don't know. Green clouds over Moscow, covered that. U.S. deploys F-22s to base near Iran. Interesting article here on Fox News. Put it below. And we got another one from ABC News. New U.S. stealth fighters now at Iran's back door. Is World War III going to happen? Yes, it is. Mark my words, we will not be sitting here 1 year from now still talking about the same things. We won't. I can only hope that, when the power goes out, I've done enough to try to inform people. That's all I can do. But it's going to happen. It's a certainty. Let me keep going here. Tony Robbins, dire wake-up warning. Yeah, Anthony Robbins coming out, telling people to wake up. Found that very interesting because I love that guy. Big fan of his. This is very sad. Syrian rebels call for emergency UN meeting after video showing activists being buried alive. I watched this video. It's a man being buried alive. I can't believe what's going on in this world, man. I cannot freaking believe it. Hey, makes me think of Mo. Mohammed Nabous. Rest in peace, man. One of many, many people just being slaughtered. I simply can't believe what's going on in the world. I truly hope that there's some sort of divine intervention on the way. I really do. Got a couple more stories here. I'm not going to cover that. I think that's all the articles I had. I'll put a link at the bottom to my favorite section on YouTube. I've been favoriting a lot of videos, a lot of stuff over there. In the interest of time, I'm not going to go over it, but if you just click on the link, bring up my favorites, there's all kinds of news going on in there. Thank you for everybody who posts. Thank you for everybody who sends me links. It's coming. There's no doubt in my mind. I think even the naysayers can see it. You can't look at the world and tell me you can't see it. If you can't see it by now, you're blind. Prepare as best you can. It's a matter of days, if not hours. That's all I got. I'll try to fit all these links below. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I don't know. I just don't know. I love you guys. Take care. Stay safe. I'll talk at you on the next round.